Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and today's a very big day because Lime bikes and pony bikes have arrived in Villefranche. Now, unless you've been living under a stone, you probably do know what Lime bikes are. But just as a quick filler, Lime bikes are these things. You get the app for your phone, you scan the QR code on the bike, you hop on it and off you go, and you can ride wherever you like. Now, about 2 years ago were they introduced in Nice?
Yes.
2 years, yeah. I mean, Nice used to have this sort of Vélo Bleu cycle system, which were old-fashioned, very heavy pedal bikes without electricity. And they were supremely hard to ride.
Yes.
But what they did all have were docking stations all over town, so they looked quite tidy, didn't they?
Smart.
Now, of course, the Lime bikes came in. They've proven to be, and the pony bikes, proven to be hugely popular. By the way, the pony bikes you can put 2 people on. That's the difference. We've got to try them. But the Lime bikes have proven to be hugely popular, and you know, in many ways they're a brilliant idea because you can hop on, hop off, you can get across town very quickly. But if you have lived in a city with Lime bikes, you will know that they're quite controversial, aren't they, Mr. Boo?
They are.
In fact, you're not a fan, are you?
I'm not a fan, really, no.
Why?
I find them very messy.
Well, you know, it's a bit like guns. It's not guns that kill people, Mr. Boo. It's people. It's not the Lime bikes aren't messy. What's messy is the way people dump them on the pavement.
So does it attract dumpy people?
Well, it certainly causes quite a lot of controversy because, you know, the bikes themselves, they have to be dropped off in specific places. You can't actually anymore just leave them at the side of the road and walk off, or if you do, you probably won't be able to terminate your journey. You'll get a fine, I guess, from the company. But even in the sort of areas, the designated areas where you're meant to drop them, they cause an awful lot of mess, don't they? Particularly, I mean, like outside Carrefour at Montbaron.
It's always chaos.
The designated area used to be up the hill, and the net result is they all just fell over. And now they've moved it round the side, and it still looks quite messy, but it probably causes a bit less chaos. So I think there is an element of risk in bringing these things to Villefranche, that they cause the place to look a bit untidy. But we're going to go down and see them in their new docking stations and see whether that's the case. The good thing, though, about Lime bikes coming to Villefranche is that, you know, already we have lots of people every day who pick up a Lime bike in Nice and ride to Villefranche. However, of course, because there's no docking here, you then got to keep it, so it means you're probably not going to spend as long in Villefranche as you'd like to, because obviously you're racking up quite a bill because you can't drop it off until you get back to Nice, or until you get into the just on the outside of Nice where the nearest docking station is. So this should enable people to get a Lime bike or a pony bike with 2 of you in Nice and come to Villefranche and then just drop it off, spend a few hours in Villefranche and then pick up another one and go back. And I say, obviously the app has got all the coordinates of where the different Lime bikes are, so you can check how much mileage you've got on them, you can check how much charge you've got, and you can even pre-reserve them, so you like 10 minutes ahead of wanting one, you can go, okay, that's mine, and you have 10 minutes to get there and grab it.
That's clever.
It is clever. So you're not on a sort of wasted journey to a bike that when you get there somebody else has nabbed. That used to happen to us in Thailand, didn't it? We used to have a game. Now the pony bikes, as I say, these take 2 people. And they have names, don't they?
They do have names.
Felicity and Capucine and Babook. I was looking this morning. I think possibly there's AI involved in the naming, but maybe they're named after the founder's family. I have no idea. But they're a bit more controversial in terms of riding, because you do see 2 people on them, and sometimes it's not just kids. Sometimes it's people on holiday, and sometimes it's people of my age on holiday. And you do think, my goodness me, you're taking a risk of spoiling your holiday with having a bakkie. That's what they used to say in Yorkshire, do you want a bakkie on your chopper? You know, and I had a friend who had a chopper, and he used to give bakkies on it, and he once bumped into the back of a car, and the bakkie pushed forward, and he pushed forward, and between his legs went onto the gear stick, and he was never the same again, you know. In fact, they had to put a falsie in, I think, but when they got to hospital, they couldn't find out that fit, so they put a pickled onion in. And he was fine. The pickled onion was absolutely fine. The trouble is, every time he saw a cheese sandwich, he got a bit aroused. Really, I'm on form today. So, Mr. Boo, where is the docking station here down in the Darse, in the harbour?
I believe it's outside the Hotel de la Darse.
Outside the Hotel de la Darse? That's very handy if you're staying at the Hotel de la Darse. And there are 4, we think, docking stations designated in Villefranche.
There are.
Where are they?
Here in La Darse.
Yeah.
Parking Wilson at the cruise point terminal.
Where you get off a cruise ship. So if you're coming to Villefranche on a cruise ship, you can hop on a pony bike. Sod the tours, just hop on a pony bike. Go to Nice, come back. Yeah.
The far end of the beach at Ange Gardien.
Yeah.
And outside the Primeuse Octroi.
That's handy if you need a banana.
This is true.
If you need a
Or
banana.
a lime.
Or a lime. Or a pony. Pink Pony Club. So we're going to try and visit all those docking stations and just see whether this is actually working or whether they're all piled up already, because I think it was officially launched, I think 48 hours ago, something like that, with quite a bit of fanfare on social media, and we're going to try riding them, because what I think is interesting is, you know, Villefranche is very hilly, and the whole area around here is very hilly, so we're going to see whether they're actually really suitable for people who don't cycle a lot, although we do cycle a fair bit, to have a go on. Now, it should be noted that if you were to get one in Villefranche, you can ride to Beaulieu, but you can't go beyond Beaulieu. They don't allow them in Monaco. Monaco has its own bike hire system, electric, which it's had for a very, very long time, I have to say. Isn't it? It's probably
the red
one
and
of
white
first.
ones, aren't they?
Yeah. But then oddly, after Monaco, you can use them in Monton. But and you can go quite high up into the hills. We were looking, you could ride them up to Drap, which I think may be a challenge, but maybe that's a challenge you'll take up, Mr. Boo.
Pony and Drap.
Pony and Drap. That is quite good, Pony and Drap. I think you're still drunk from last night. Anyway, where are they? Can I see them up there?
I think I can see one outside the diving station.
Well, this one's got quite a lot of litter in it. So here we go. I mean, this is the slight problem. If you got this one, you'd have to empty the litter, because you've got some deodorant and some plasters. Somebody probably got sore riding their bike and had to buy some plasters. I mean, I suppose it could have been worse. So here we go. Then we've got 4, and then we've got 3 of these double ponies. As I say, I think maybe later in the video we'll get a pony, and Mr. Boo can give me a baccy. Do you think? What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, let's see if this works using the app. So open your app, Mr. Boo. So Mr. Boo has opened his Lime app, and he's got to go and scan the QR code. He's already registered his card, and there we go. Is that it?
This is how to ride. Adjust the seat.
Oh yeah, get your seat
Get
right.
moving. Wear a helmet when riding.
Right, get going. Let's have a go. Right, Mr. Boo's brought his collapsible helmet. Twiggy is safely in her papoose.
Made by Poor Boo. Not sponsored, but if Poor Boo would like to do a collaboration with Mr. Boo, please get in touch.
Poor Boo and Mr. Boo. Boo Boo. Okay, well, I'm going to get mine, and then we're going to try cycling up to Octroi. So it's a steep hill, so that's a good test of that. And it'll take us to the second docking station, and we'll see the state of it. But this first docking station, this is all very ordered. There's 3 double ponies and 4 Lime bikes, and apart from the litter in the basket, which is a bit inconsiderate of the last user, all is good.
I've got full charge here, it says.
Full charge?
Full battery.
Oh, you're full battery, you can go for hours.
I might.
Well, you can't, because it costs too much.
Boo, are you set?
Ready, burn up it.
Twiggy, are you set?
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Your first Lime bike ride. Oh, great. Flies off the handle. They're pedal assist, aren't they? Quite strong assist, I have to say. Quite impressed with that. Quite good assist, isn't it? It's more, I mean, I would say it's a bigger pedal assist than my e-bike. It's definitely helping you more than my e-bike. You are pedalling, but you're not having to pedal on. This is quite a steep hill. How are you doing, Mr. Boo?
We're doing well.
They're good, aren't they? Do you think that there's more support than you'd expect?
Yeah.
More power support.
Moving more power.
Yeah. I mean, it makes cycling up here, I would suggest this is pretty steep hill, pretty hard work. I would say anybody can do this, really. You've got two legs and you can breathe. Very easy. But let's see this other docking station and see whether always been maintained up here. I mean, it is still early days. Oh, lovely little topper leader. I see it every day. This little case on the back. So here's the second of the 4 docking stations, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line bikes, and 1 double pony, and a bag of chips. All looking in order, isn't it?
Very
See,
tidy.
told you it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, it's the start of the day.
Well, I guess.
So they've all been delivered fresh and neat. Either this morning or last night.
Well, I don't think they've all been delivered, because some have only got low mileage on them, if you look on the app. So they've been left by other people, but people have left them in order. No, that's fine. Such a misery goods, Mr. Pooh. Right, let's go down into Villefranche and see the other 2 stations. The brakes don't seem too bad. They're not wondrous, but I mean, compared to the old Velo Blurs, these are, I mean, eons better, aren't they? I remember once getting a Velo Blur, and by the time I got off, I was walking like John Wayne. I mean, I was in agony. So, as we go down to parking, we'll see, and you see we're 59 places left, but it is extremely early. It's 20 past 9 a.m. Anybody who's been to Villefranche will know that you know, parking is very, very difficult, particularly in the season. So these, again, are a way of trying to reduce the amount of traffic coming through the town. So, where are they? Oh, I think they're at the far back. I can see them, but at the far end. Docking station here, you've got 5 double ponies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line bikes. But as I say, it is very early. It's 20 past 9. Now, as Mr. Boo says, you know, it'll be interesting to see later in the day, when a lot of people have come from Nice, or perhaps later in the year when more people are aware of this, whether these areas get really oversubscribed, because you cannot drop the bike anywhere else.
No,
so
they have to be in these specific.
you see what I mean?
areas.
So if 50 people pick one up in Nice and drop it here, it could get chocker, couldn't it? That's when it could get a bit messy. Right, let's go on to the final one, and then we'll have a go on a double pony. Always like Villefranche at this time of day. You see all the delivery vans for the restaurants and the fruit and veg, the meat and the fish, and the fishermen landing their catch, so you can see the famous boat and the little fish market. The same family have run that for years, haven't they? They've quite got it going today yet. But their boat is here, so they must have arrived back. Must be processing the catch. Not too bad on the cobbles. They're not the greatest suspension ever, have they? But they're okay.
Right.
It's imagine the old days, Mr. Bone, your penny farthing when you came on here. You remember that? Remember when you had a penny farthing, a bone shaker?
Here? I never had
Don't do it. You never had a penny farthing. Never had a penny for his name. New seats, look. With a view. You'll find I don't fall in. Dangerous bit this, there's no barrier. Oh, it's take whiffy down here today. The old septic tanks on form. Oh, everybody coming out for their day. They've got their little picnic bags and their trolleys. And all set for a day on the beach. The other docking station is just up here by the Ange Gardien, so it's up the steps here. If you were going up to Bastones, there was in the walk into Beaulieu. It's just up the steps there. And at the top, by the rail track, we think is where the final Villefranche docking station is. Basically, coming to this car park in front of the Ange Gardien, where there is some public parking, and there are the bikes. Wanting a real adventure, you could always come in your car, park here, and then pick up a couple of bikes and have... Right, Mr. Boo, let's try the double pony. So this is a drop-off point, though they've been left on the pavement. They'd be better in that box, wouldn't they? Already slightly blocking the pavement there. Take a photo to end your ride. Position vehicle within the marks. There it is. And I didn't buy a package on that, so it's worked out quite expensive. And also because we were filming, we've taken a lot of time. It cost me €11, that. Yours is
€14.
14 euros. That obviously the thing we would do and should do is you get the package. You can get a far better deal. What we were doing is paying per minute, so take note, don't do that. It's 28 cents a minute, and the double ponies are 26 a minute, so we're not going to be on them long. We're going to go up that hill quick, Mr. Boo.
It actually reminds me of when we used it in Barcelona.
Oh yeah, and that worked out quite
That
dear,
worked
didn't
out
it?
quite dear because we were only doing it once.
Yeah.
And obviously we were only there for a few days, so
Yeah.
we didn't have the packages, but
Yeah.
that was quite expensive.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hang on. Is it a seat belt? There's not even a handlebar. I'm gonna have to grab onto your buttocks. No, let me just extend so we can see you, Mr. Boo.
Oh, do.
Oh. Oh, are you sure? You're gonna go on the road?
Well, I'm going to drive around the car park first.
Are you? Got diving into a car with the camera. Oh, it's a bit scary. Start the fun, sat on the back, not doing anything. If you're on your holidays, your hollybobs, you just sit in and do the work.
Yeah.
Look at this car. Very American, isn't it? Is it? Chevelle.
Chevelle Brook.
I love that. But right, let's try and go on the road. Do you think you're set?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that ramp as we come out of the car park.
Well, no, I might get off for that.
Or maybe I can go out the other side.
Yeah, that might be easier, yeah. Wait, the way we came in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dangerous. Let's
Get it on the road. Oh, that's a better way to be. Not ever ramp. Ooh la la. The postman. We've been spotted. Bonjour. Bonjour day. So it's labouring up this hill with it. I'm not that heavy, Mr. Boo, am I?
You tell me. I only weigh like a couple of kilos.
Can
Like
you put it on top speed, or is this it? Oh,
I've only got bells and brakes. I haven't got any gears. But
these back tyre things are a bit soft.
it's funny. There's a high limit. It doesn't say there's a weight limit. With all due respect.
Yeah, I have to say, sat on the back is slightly less terrifying than I thought it might be. Because when you see people go past on them, they always look like they're sort of clinging on to the wheel. But that's
They're like
because
making a film.
the stick stuck out.
I think it swallows you some amusement.
It is because it's always it for the talk of the town. You have to heavy up, Mr. Doe. You put another 12 quid this. See if you can get put your foot down.
Fancy going up to Montbaron?
No. I think you could go to Montbaron on the line bikes without doubt. Potentially take a line bike, buy an hour-long package, and I think I worked out you can maybe get to the airport, drop the bike near to the airport. They can't take you near it, and it costs you about £5, I think. Then you get some extra on it, and you'd have to put your case on your book. Or if you only had hand luggage, you'd be fine. Just a little rucksack for under the seat, wouldn't you?
I'll be in the basket.
Take me to your docking station quick.
Not very good brakes on here, but
Here we are, we're safe. We're safe. Phew.
It was called Peking, our
Peking.
pony.
Ooh. That man's got a sort of Peking hat. So what did it cost, Mr. Boo? £1 unlocking fee.
euro, should I say, unlocking fee.
€3.34
Well, that's not too bad.
for 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Istanbul, what do you make of them?
Well, they're better than I thought, more comfortable than I thought.
They are.
I wish
faster.
people would follow the rules more about where they put them back.
Such a busybody.
And
He's turning into Emily Bishop, have you noticed? But anyway, I think they're a very welcome addition to Villefranche, and we just ask people to just behave sensibly with them and not pile them up all over the pavements. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee, help pay for these damn things, but most of all, folks, remember, stay charged.
bye.